Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great day. I have a little bit of a cold, so hopefully you can bear with me. Today is a fascinating Torah portion. There are so many things that are going on. First of all, we discover about Avram's nephew Lot, who was also very wealthy because he hung out with a good group. He was with Avram, so he acquired wealth also. And so what happens is a few things take place, all very, very interesting. First of all, they discovered that it's not going to work together. They're not going to be able to live together. They have different values. And at the exact same time that they discover that they're not going to be able to live together, something happens. There's a fight between their herdsmen. And you see how God works, that what happened is that one of them, Lot's herdsman, said, hey, we're going to end up owning this land eventually anyways, so why do we need to muzzle our animals? Let them eat wherever they want. And Avram's herdsman said, but we don't own it yet, even though God promised it to us and it's our promised land. So he kept his animals muzzled. And this was enough for them to realize that they needed to separate and go in different directions. Now, what happens next is very interesting. Abraham says to Lot, you pick wherever you want to go, and you choose that area, I'll stay here. Now, doesn't that sound a little backwards? You would think that the good guy would say, you just stay where you are, don't worry, keep yourself comfortable. Obviously, you like it here, I'll go find somewhere else. But no matter what he would have said, he would have looked like the bad guy. So he may as well give the other one the option. If he grumbles and says, I'd rather stay here, okay. But meanwhile, he gets the option. And sure enough, he picked the Jordan Valley. And so Avram stayed where he was, and he headed out towards an area where he wanted to stay. This area happened to be near some of the worst people in the world, really bad neighborhood, Sodom and Amorah. And so as a result, this was his new neighbors, and this was the world that he fell into. Now, I think if you look at this overall Torah portion, what you'll notice is something very fascinating. As soon as Lot leaves Avram and he goes all the way to the Jordan Valley, God appears to Avram and he says to him, look to the right, look to the left, look forward, look backward. As far as your eyes can see, it's all going to be yours. It's pretty cool that the Torah doesn't wing it. Everything is not by coincidence. And Lot went somewhere that Avram could be told, look everywhere, and he looks around and Lot's not there. Now, granted, Lot is part of his descendants, so to speak. You could argue it, but in reality, he's talking to Avram, he's saying what's going to be his. It's only going to become his descendants as a result of the fact that it's his. So it's kind of very interesting that he said, you pick, he picked, and then Hashem says, everything's going to be yours, look around, and Lot's nowhere to be found. Why? He went to a bad neighborhood. So it's a very, very fascinating Torah portion. I think I missed a couple of points I wanted to bring out, but I'm just not feeling so hot. But as I said, it's something to think about. You want to be wealthy? Hang out with wealthy people. You want to be smart? Hang out with smart people. We see that Lot started having some terrible trouble once he moved away from Avram. So you want to save a few dollars on your grocery bills at the expense of bigger charges somewhere else? It seems like Lot was an extremely intelligent man, but sometimes people can be have the wool pulled over their eyes. Anyways, looking forward to tomorrow. I really feel like I missed a piece that I thought was very interesting. But anyways, have a good one. See ya.